All right, trick class, I want to look at this example, just showing you how to use the unit circle along with your calculator. These are like the two big tools you're going to have available to you on the midterm and the final. So you need to be able to get all the information you can and the usefulness of both as much as you can. So I'm just going to show you where these trig functions live on the unit circle. So sine. Sine is the y-coordinate on the unit circle. So 120 degrees, you find that angle measure, there it is. So this is the point that I'm looking at, and the y-coordinate there is the square root of 3 over 2. So there is my value. All right, cosine. Cosine is the x-coordinates on the unit circle. So when I'm looking for cosine, I find the angle measure. Now it's in radians, so there's 3 pi over 4. And now I'm looking for the x-coordinate. So there's the x-coordinate, negative square root of 2 over 2. All right, cotangent. Cotangent is defined as the x-coordinate divided by the y-coordinate. So when I'm here, I'm looking for that angle, 2 pi over 3. There it is. And I'm looking at the x-coordinate divided by the y-coordinate. Now, on the unit circle, all those denominators for these points as you go through here are always 2. Okay, so when it's on the unit circle like this, instead of thinking just the x-coordinate divided by the y-coordinate, it's the x numerator, put a period, divided by the y numerator. So instead of me highlighting everything at 2 pi over 3, it's the x numerator negative 1 divided by the y numerator, square root of 3. So I type negative 1 over the square root of 3, or rationalize, that would be negative square root of 3 over 3. Either one of those, they're both equivalent, they're the same thing. All right, secant is the reciprocal of the x-coordinate. So it's 1 divided by x. Let me switch this up. It's 1 over the x-coordinate, or just reciprocal. All right, 1 over x means the same thing as the reciprocal of x. So I'm going negative 510 degrees. Now, 510 is bigger than 360. So what I would do in a problem like this is I would take the negative 510 and I would add 360 until I got a positive number. So there's 210. There's the angle that I'm dealing with. Okay, secant is the reciprocal of the x-coordinate. So there's my x-coordinate, negative square root of 3 over 2. The reciprocal of that would put the 2 in the top and the square root of 3 on the bottom. All right, so I'm just adding until I get a number between 0 and 360 degrees, or if it's radians, 0 and 2 pi. All right, and then finally on this last one, instead of adding, this is 17 pi over 4. That's much bigger than 2 pi. The next number here is 0. 2 pi is 1 full revolution. So that's too big. That's much bigger than 2 pi. So what I'm going to do is subtract 2 pi until I get in the window. Now, we've talked about this in some other videos, but I'm going to start off with, instead of writing 17 pi over 4 and subtracting 2 pi, what I do is I omit the pi and I subtract. Instead of 2 pi, I just subtract 2. And I keep doing that until I get something smaller than 2. So I'm going to subtract 2 again, and finally I get 0.25. Right, as a fraction, that's 1/4, or pi over 4. So this is the same thing as the tangent of pi over 4. So I find pi over 4. There's pi over 4. Right, and then tangent is the reciprocal of cotangent. It is the y-coordinate divided by the x-coordinate. Again, because they have the same denominator, the y-coordinate divided by the x-coordinate is just the numerators, the y numerator divided by the x numerator. So I get the square root of 2 over the square root of 2, which is 1. So that's how I can use the unit circle along with my calculator to help me make sure I get in the unit circle, meaning get in between 0 degrees and 360 degrees, or 0 radians and 2 pi radians, and use that unit circle to help me find the values, the unit circle and the points on the unit circle.